Hi everybody. We're a bit light on the Hangout today, but welcome. I am Alexander Pitchford, and with me is Amanda as ever.
Hi.
And today we're just figuring out some tech stuff on the back end, but for now you got the two of us. So
We have a fantastic thing going on today, which is that two of our cast members are actually physically in the same room. And shockingly, this is not a problem we've had to solve yet here on the Greymantle game. So there are some strange tech things as far as sound bleeding and feedback and microphones and stuff I don't understand. But we will have other members of our cast here with us just as soon as they figure out how to be in the same room.
for sure.
I mean, I love
But
it that we're on separate continents, and that's totally copacetic. That works fine. It's when two people are physically present in the room with each other that it causes complication.
yeah, that is kind of noteworthy. But hey, for the moment, let's I don't know what to talk about today. But hey, it's my 34-month sub anniversary apparently, so I'm
There you
cool about
go.
that. Look at that.
Yay.
32-month streak. Look at that's I'm not too shabby.
That is fantastic. Anytime that there's like an occasion you can mark, it's a
Hmm.
good thing. It's a good thing.
Oh
That's
yeah.
a long time without fouling something up, which some of us are very good at fouling things up. So I'm always impressed by people who don't.
I mean, aside from like I would have the full amount of time because I subbed pretty early, but when I started modding for the scrollers, but I had a couple months in there where I was broke. So it worked.
My problem is that I have the prime thing and then I forget. Like, oh right,
Fair.
it's a new month. I
Yeah.
I don't know
You're
what
you're
that
already on
means.
screen with us, Eric.
Hey
Oh, I
Eric.
am.
Yeah, we
Hey.
Yeah.
got you.
Hey.
Hi.
Amazing. Here I
A
am.
wild Eric
You
appears.
are.
Yeah, well, who would have thought that being in the same room would make it harder to do tech? It did. Anyway,
Remember
Jen
back
is
in the
here.
day when playing
There is
D&D
a
like
wild Jen.
required you being in the same room? So like it's just full circle now that it's
Yeah. One
harder
day,
when you're in the same
one
room.
day maybe we'll actually have a full live game.
One
Maybe.
day.
I
No
swear
promises.
we're gonna do it from my boat. We're gonna get everybody on the boat in the middle of the lake.
What kind of internet does your boat have?
So the Lake Washington is fantastic, and then it is between Seattle and Bellevue. So the mobile internet signal is actually better there than it is in a lot of suburbs. I've done a couple of convention panels from the middle of the lake because I fouled up what the time zones were and thought I had plenty of time to get home and then did not. So yeah, actually the internet from the boat, as long as it's on Lake Washington, is remarkable.
Fair enough. That would be kind of fun, actually. Maybe one day.
Eric will have to plan some sort of seafaring adventure and then
Well, I'm sure we could do that. Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
you could do a seafaring adventure, Eric. I believe in you.
Well,
Our
I don't know. People who were watching Wednesday's game where I was struggling to describe how submarines work. Oh boy. Yeah, it was not the best. Anyway,
I mean, I don't
but
think you also expected us to blow it up either.
um I blew it up mostly so that I stop embarrassing myself about trying to
Oh,
talk about what the different parts of it were.
See,
So
this is what I get for getting sick because otherwise I'd have been watching and like DMing him details about the submarine. Like, I know how this works. You should have called me, but I was sound asleep because I had a fever.
I do have one question, Eric. If I put you a bit on the spot. Uh, you still planning to do that thing at the start of the episode that we were talking about?
the well, we've been talking about multiple things. Which one do you mean?
The I don't know how much detail you want me to get here. The flashbacky thing.
Yes, still planning to do that.
Fantastic. Oh yeah.
Planning to do a flashbacky
A
thing. Anyway.
flashbacky thing.
Hmm.
That's a
A
technical
flashbacky thing.
term. Flashbacky
Yeah,
thing.
flashbacky thing.
Flashbacky thing.
Uh, well, I know that lately
I
I've
think I messed
been
it up.
I have been noodling vampires a lot lately for various reasons. Surprising no one. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking of writing a vampire thing.
Would love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy your writing, so whatever you want to write, I'm probably Jen.
Hi.
How do we want to help here?
Yes.
I cannot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try this. Okay, ready?
Let's see how this works.
I know. I don't know what's happening, but I'm very excited for it.
Tech troubleshooting live, folks. Let's
Welcome to How the Sausage is Made.
right. But yeah, I don't know. I've been like in a mood for like a vampire story, but something that I'm gonna kind of play with myself, kind of play with the myth and expectation a little bit, I think.
That sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I will definitely
Can you
I will
hear us
definitely
now?
want to read this.
Can you hear us? Are we making sound?
You
Kind of. It's
sound like you're in a tin can.
Oh,
that
well,
and it's kind of cutting in and out a little bit.
dang. Okay, well, we're doing our best here.
That's actually better.
Check out my audio settings. Oh, my input level is at max. That's good. Turn the volume a little bit. Okay.
Kind of cutting in and out.
Hello,
friend. Hello.
This. Okay. No.
Well, I
So
can
we
cut,
heard
like,
okay, and then
everything else after that was not.
Oh no.
Audible.
okay. Okay, Jen, you sound fine.
Yay.
Well, that's good.
I'm great.
I don't know why
No
it's
arguments
picking up
here.
my voice.
Is it
Honestly, it might be pitch. It might be what your microphone is friendly with, and your voice is much deeper than Jen's.
Hello.
Okay, that worked. That
No, do
actually
not.
sounded fine.
No,
Please don't
no,
do it
no,
again.
no more of that. No.
Yeah, do not do it again.
It came through fine, but please don't do that again.
Okay.
That was pretty awful.
Oh my god.
But we heard it loud and
I'm
clear.
awful.
Her voice isn't
No.
that
No,
much.
Jen,
higher than
Jen's
mine.
voice, yes, it kind of is, Sugar Plum. It kind of is.
Your voice is fine. What Eric did was not.
Yeah, Eric's trying to speak in the upper register. Just doesn't. It doesn't work for me.
No,
It doesn't work for
it
me.
really doesn't.
Okay.
Well,
Signing with Twitch again.
Yeah, no, Jen sounds fine.
Yeah.
Hooray.
well, that's great.
Well, we can hear you fine now.
That was
like,
fine.
Well, good.
There you go. You're fine now. You're
Okay.
fine now.
I don't know.
Oh. I need to show you my travel dice or spooky skulls.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, I wore my fighting shirt.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
that is fantastic.
I went to see the D&D movie with a group of people, including Eric, on Saturday. And that was the first time I'd left the house in like a month because I've had some stupid illness that I hate. And so I picked the most comfortable outfit I could think of and painted my nails to match that dress. And so then today, when I realized we had game, I had to figure out a whole like clothing and face paradigm that went with this manicure because I was way too lazy to change my nails. So
You know what though?
It's
Yeah.
real good.
I vibe with that.
So it's like I could change my manicure, or I could find something else electric peach and just do the whole look around that.
It's real good though. All right. So
Mhm.
That's exactly my level of lazy. Like I can just plan the day around the nail polish, or yeah, no, that's all I can do.
characters.
That's fair. Yeah, we went to see it. My partner Alicia and I went to see it a second time, just the other day actually, and it definitely holds up. I loved it. again.
I enjoyed so much of it. I mean, as a bard, I enjoyed that the bard was mostly for decoration.
Well, so
Absolutely,
like
that's what we do.
I know like people have been complaining about aspects of the bard, but like he clearly is giving bardic inspiration several times throughout that movie.
Absolutely. I thought he was great. And the other thing is I saw all of these and my partner actually totally missed this. So I don't know. Now I don't know if it was intentional or not. There were all of these visual references to the Wizard of Oz film. And yeah, see, y'all didn't see it either. It was just me,
No.
apparently. The
I
red
haven't
smoke, the
yet.
people inside the bubble. Like these are all things that were first seen on screen in The Wizard of Oz. And for newbie D&D players and newbie TTRPG players, those kinds of representations of magic tend to be baseline, tend to be where you go. And so I sort of loved that little bit of visual magic there. I'm like, oh, the witchcraft, the dark magic is the red smoke, because obviously it's the Wicked Witch of the West and it's Margaret Hamilton and the big smoke bomb. And like nobody else seemed to have noticed that, but I was very intrigued by the Wizard of Oz visual references that I saw on screen at the D&D movie.
Well, like I love that every so often certain spells were like completely visually recognizable. Like you like seeing Misty Step done a couple of times was just like, yes, this is fantastic.
I also appreciated it when their concentration check clearly failed, and you're like, oh,
yes.
your dice just flew over, didn't it?
So I did notice a couple of things. And again, this is me testing to see if you can hear me.
Yeah.
It's like you can hear me. That's good. I noticed a couple of things that they could have done to make it more of a Forgotten Realms movie. One, they could have not mentioned Mordenkainen. Like that could have been Elminster's spell, not Mordenkainen's spell. Okay. That's a pretty small one. Two, that could have been Valandra Shadowmantle. In fact, in my headcanon, that is Valandra Shadowmantle, who is a Thayan wizard who is specifically trying to conquer Neverwinter in exactly that way. But they don't call her that. She is a lich, which she is in the movie, obviously. That's not really a spoiler. I'm sure you guessed that.
She looked like a lich.
I mean,
or they. I wasn't sure of pronouns.
And three, the paladin could have been Drizzt. Okay, now, bear with me for a second. The original plan, according to what I've heard, is that Drizzt was originally in the movie. And then they said, maybe we should do this. And they took him out and replaced him with the paladin because the paladin fits that role. What is he? Kind of mystic, wise, knows exactly what to do, very experienced, has been around for at least a century. They didn't really explain how the paladin had been around for that long.
They kind of do, actually. I won't go into it, but they kind of do.
I mean, I'm just gonna say that RJP was flawless.
Oh no!
Oh,
I think he should have played Drizzt. That's what I'm saying.
I heard that Drizzt is going to be in the sequel, though.
They are talking about that, yes.
I mean,
But
yes, please,
multiple swords, acrobatic fighting style, just better than everybody else. They literally say that in the movie. You're going to enjoy.
Oh man.
Yeah, you are. Zank. I walked away.
Not have a cat.
Zank, the paladin Zank is my favorite character. End of story. Zank is my favorite.
I love
Also, and this is the key detail, Zank is the only good member of his entire people. Did you notice them say that?
I did notice that.
Yeah. You could kind of see the hallmarks then if you think about it.
I mean, I was mostly impressed that the ginger representation was on point.
This is true.
To not gonna spoil it, but I definitely there were times that I like made noises there in the theater because she was fantastic.
I am trying to think of the first person who put canonically a redhead with antlers in the realms. And I'm pretty sure it was me.
Pretty sure it was you. I think it was you.
Ooh.
Because there's one in Down Shadow.
Yeah, you didn't even know me then, and yet, yeah.
Look, I'm just saying.
It was delightful.
No.
Oh man.
We're not gonna spoil it, but oh my god, you should see this movie.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
okay.
really good.
Fully
I can't wait.
agree.
I
Like, I-
literally had like disposable heating pads strapped to my person and like an absolute mother load of over-the-counter medications on me, and just like kept having to take drugs, and it was still worth it. I was
It
in
was
that
really good.
much
Yeah,
pain and
that's
it was
true.
still worth it to go and see the movie. And like, yeah, it was amazing.
I will point out that the last time I went to see a movie multiple times in the theaters was 1, if not 2 decades ago. So
Wow.
that's a big thing for me.
Last time I
Something
had
it's
seen a
like,
movie
I see
multiple
it,
times in the theaters was
done.
a Star Wars film.
Same, honestly.
I think I saw Black Panther 3 times in the theater. Kind of
Hmm.
accidentally. Like one was with a birthday party, and one was at a convention where I took my handler um, to go see it because we were done for the day. And she was like, "Man, I really want to see that movie." I'm like, "Let's go do it. Why not?" So we did. And then the
Fair.
third time I don't remember, but maybe no, the third time was with Shelly because she also wanted to see it.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to remember now. I think the last movie I saw multiple times in the theater was either Revenge of the Sith or one of the Lord of the Rings movies, and I can't remember which.
Yeah,
Uh,
I saw I saw The Force Awakens like 7 or 8 times in the theater, but I had just moved to another country and I didn't have any friends. And so I literally
Fair.
I lived there for days. So my spouse and I would like trade off. One of us would go to the movie, the other one would stay in the hotel. Like we didn't even have an apartment yet with the kid. And we would do that. But then the Last Jedi, I was like everybody's Last Jedi movie friend. If they didn't have anyone in their life that wanted to see it with them, I'm like, I will go with you to see The Last Jedi. Which, so I probably saw it 4 or 5 times. Then I saw The Rise of Skywalker and didn't go back to a cinema for almost 4 years.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
It was
Yeah.
that was
timing.
the
It was
last movie I saw in
timing.
theaters before the
It was
pandemic too.
Yeah, it was. I was working and I saw it after work. That was my last year doing the holiday show in Bellevue. And then January, I was just tired. And
Yeah.
then February, we got locked in our house for a whole pandemic. So
yeah, pandemic.
Hey, so I saw Matrix Reloaded 3 times in the theater.
oh, now see, that was
Nice.
during my stint in the cinema industry. So I saw lots of movies multiple times in that era.
2 times were in Paris.
Oh.
And I saw
Ooh.
it because I was visiting Shelley. She was studying abroad in Paris. We never met the broad.
Oh my god.
But
Anyway,
I'm gonna call her and tell her you said that.
yeah, I should really not make those jokes around people who know Shelley's number. Um, anyway, so we saw it in Paris because the movie had just come out and I was really excited to go see it. And so we saw it in this packed theater full of French people, right? Because, you know, Paris is full of French people. Who knew?
go figure.
And there's this part in The Matrix Reloaded where the Merovingian, gotta call him the Merovingian, has this monologue where he just repeats every French swear word that he can think of
Yes.
in the space of like 20 seconds. And when he would do that in a Parisian theater, it would just erupt in laughter. And everyone would be like, ah! And I'm like, hold it, I want to hear what he's saying. And so I missed the follow-up line twice because the first 2 times were both in Paris. And then I saw him the third time in America. Nobody speaks French in America. Everyone's like, okay, that's kind of funny.
Mhm.
And then he's like, it's like wiping your ass with silk. And I'm like, that's not that great a follow-up. That's a pause for laughter line. Anyway.
I saw The Matrix Reloaded after hours in Las Vegas when I was first in the cinema business. I had not seen the original Matrix. So I got like the 5-minute rundown of what happened in the first movie on the escalator on the way up to see, like, to the projection booth to thread up the movie. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna watch this Keanu film with all of these people because I'm in a cinema after it has closed, and I think this might be cool. Which it was. And actually, I really liked The Matrix Reloaded because I hadn't seen the first film.
Mm.
I had no expectation. But no, mine not knowing what the line was situation was actually The Force Awakens. I had seen it 4 times at this point, and I was like, I finally just asked my partner, I'm like, so Kylo Ren is wounded at the end, like when he's having this lightsaber fight with Rey. How did he get wounded?
Yeah, why? What is going on?
Andrew's like, Chewie shot him. And I'm like, wait, when? And he just sort of looks at me and he's like, when you were sobbing into your handkerchief about Han Solo. 4 times I had seen this film, and I had not yet seen that moment because I was so overcome with grief about Han Solo.
Yeah.
Those bowcasters be strong though.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, that's what happened. But literally, I was just wailing, and just I never saw it. But it was like the 6th or 7th time I saw that movie when I finally saw the shot hit Kylo Ren. I'm like, you do it, Chewie, do it again. Like.
Speaking of Star Wars, though, have you all caught the Ahsoka trailer yet?
Not yet. I haven't. I was at a con, so my internet was bad. But
Oh no.
I have mixed feelings about that show.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Fully excited.
I'm so hyped though. Like, I did get caught up on The Mandalorian before I left. And just like my Clone Wars Rebels heart is getting very happy. Yeah. Speaking of sobbing though, the ending of Rebels, I remember I decided to watch it when I was relaxing in the bathtub, which in hindsight was a mistake. And I had been warned too, but I was like, whatever, I'm cynical. I don't have emotions. Just how my husband found me like in this bathtub, just bawling my eyes out, like ugly crying. And he's just like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm just like, it was Star Wars. He's just like, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Live action Hera, I'm definitely down for live action Hera. Mostly I'm excited for Andor season 2. A lot of what's been going on with modern like live action Star Wars is not for me, and that's fine. It doesn't all have to be for me. I don't have to love all of it. But I said forever that I wanted the West Wing in space, and I think Andor and the political intrigue plot that's happening there is the closest thing I'm ever going to get to the West Wing in space. So I love that. I'm excited just for the spy stuff and the political stuff, and I want more Bail Organa, and I want it now.
There's some stuff in Mando season 3 that might be your thing.
Yeah.
But I have to get through season 1, which is like gratuitous action scenes. And look, Ma, I'm directing a high budget thing and I can pew pew everywhere. And I'm like, can they not just like possibly engage with other characters and speak some lines and have some storytelling through dialogue, which I think season 1 of The Mandalorian really suffered from a lack of, and I couldn't stick with it. I'm like, I can't watch silence, background music, and pew 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 for 80% of an episode.
Space too. That's like, yes.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, Bo-Katan, that's exciting, but like,
right. Well, season 3 is a lot more about Bo-Katan.
Yeah,
at least so far. So it,
like,
honestly,
you can maybe just start watching.
Maybe I'll just like skip it.
Yeah.
Skip to season 3. Read the spoilers and then skip to season 3.
Right. Yeah. It
really... Yeah, you could do that. Was Book of Boba Fett more like, I can't remember that being as action packed as the rest of the Mandalorian.
So let me tell you the story. So last night, my wife and I are having.
We have 1 minute.
And she's like, "What do you want to watch?" And I'm like, "Well, we can watch Severance. That's what you want to watch." She's like, "I want to watch Mandalorian." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we had watched season 1 and season 2 together, and she's like, "Yeah, I remember that. Like he sent Grogu away, and now they're separated. And I want to see how they get back together." And I'm like, "Oh."
You gotta watch this whole other show.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. And she's like, what? And I'm like, well, there's this other show.
You gotta watch this whole other show.
Called The Book of Boba Fett. And she's like, no. Anyway, so we watched part of it, and she was like, please.
Oh.
I like the Book of Boba Fett.
Honey, bless your heart.
I
I'm
know, I
weird
know.
though.
She
I'm
didn't
weird
see
though.
the whole thing, but
I mean,
it's
I
not
only
for
love
her.
Ming-Na.
Like, you know how Amanda was saying that Star Wars is not
Mhm.
for her.
Mhm.
This was not for Shelley.
This is never Shelley.
I like the Book of Boba Fett as well, but then again, you know, I'm all about that Star Wars role playing life, and that's what Book of Boba Fett basically is.
I mean, I like
The
Fennec
character has too
Shand.
much experience, and now he needs to
Mhm.
rule his own stronghold.
And now we're going from a galaxy far, far away to another world in our mind.
We're gonna
That was nice to be professional.
That was an excellent segue,
Yes,
Jen.
We got to transition to our commercial break.
No, like,
I did a good job.
enjoy these messages from our sponsors, and when we come back, we're gonna rob a train.
Yeah.